Vorsicht, Stufe. Hi, my name is Lothar Felten. I'm the R&D Manager of faytech in Germany.
All right, so where are you based?
I'm based in Aachen in Germany.
And what's happened over there in Aachen?
We're a small team are developing together with our colleagues in China and Shenzhen the new products for faytech.
So is there some crazy cool new projects? Did you have to prepare something for this show here? This is like the big faytech press event, right? Did you bring some cool demos and stuff? Or
did you, Lothar?
No, I'm just checking.
Yeah, okay, no.
We don't need to go and look at them. But what for example, what kind of technology do you work on?
So currently we're introducing neural network acceleration for faytech products. So that's the new hot topic for more than one of our products.
All right. So neural network acceleration with a cool SoC that has a nice AI area on the chip.
So it's a small ARM SoC, low power, high performance, 6 cores, and also has a neural network accelerator.
And what can you do with this? What kind of test are you doing right now, for example?
Okay, currently we're investigating neural network acceleration for topics like image classification. So it's attached to a camera, and the live image will be processed by the neural network engine.
All right, and this platform is available to customers and partners who can just take it and customize it the way they want for their products?
Yes, basically we provide the technology, we provide the product, we also provide the know-how so the customer can get started easily. Whether the customer wants to create his own neural network or he wants to do something that's pre-made, there's plenty of neural networks available off the shelf, which you can use.
Because this is an amazing product, but when you can add neural network stuff with the camera and, for example, somebody's coming by, then the image will change to something that's more relevant. It will detect people, maybe...
So people detection, object detection, and also some awareness of situation awareness are topics that are addressed by the neural network.
And it's already been in the works for a little while already at faytech? Or it's like the cutting edge, this is what people want? This
is what customers are asking now. So it's obviously still a relatively new technology for smaller companies. Obviously research has been going on for years, even decades. But now the technology is there to make it accessible for small customers that don't have a research department that can compete with Google or Nvidia or Facebook or all of those large companies.
And do you have to interact directly with the customers, like to do what's called field application engineer, what's called help them with each their projects?
Yes, obviously we're not yet in a mode where we can offer this technology as fixed feature of one of our products. We're currently working together with customers, with their R&D department to integrate the neural network acceleration.
Hi, I'm Raphael Fleischmann from Germany, and I'm leading the product management for the faytech portfolio.
All right.
Hey, hi.
Your friend? Yeah. We do video with you after also.
Oh, yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
All right. So, leading product management.
Yes, and originally, when I started at faytech, I developed all the optical bonding processes at faytech.
How do you do that? It's kind of like a secret weapon, no?
If you want to say that.
This amazing machine that has all these things, did you design that machine?
Yes, at least partly, yeah. So we started with a very simple process, mainly manual, and then developed into more automation. So I guess that's kind of the key probably of the success, especially for large formats, that you start simple and you make sure you have a reliable process instead of jumping into the highest automation and just fail, which other competitors did.
Because when you're a touchscreen company, it's kind of important to have a good touch experience, right?
Sure, of course. Yeah, that's the key, huh? Yeah.
And so optically bonded. What does that mean?
So that means, you have always a cover glass for all the touch panel products, and behind the touch panel you have the display, And what we do by optical bonding is we fill up the gap, the air gap between touch panel and the display with a material which has the same refractive index as the cover glass. And by that, you reduce the reflections to almost zero from everything coming behind. So the only reflection you have remaining is on the surface. This you will never get rid of. We can have AG surfaces to also reduce that, or anti-reflective surfaces, and everything behind is taken away by the optical bonding process.
Because a screen has many layers of stuff.
Yes.
And the touchscreen has even more.
Yes.
But you somehow combine them and make them...
Basically, we make one complete stack. So the optics behavior is like when you have light going through one surface, and every time you have a different material, you will get 4% reflection. So what we do is we bond each layer. So first you have the cover glass, and then you have the touch sensor. We bond these. So if you don't bond it, then you would have the first reflection there, or actually two. One going out of the glass into the air, next goes into the glass, you have another reflection. Then you have next step between glass, touch panel, display, there's the next reflection. And all the reflections coming behind that don't matter because they will go through the display again. But everything before the display will disturb you.
Wow. And there's stuff about using outdoors.
Yeah.
And when you have good optical bonding, the efficiency of the nits and everything, the
Also,
backlight,
yes.
much increased.
Yes. So you have both. One is the reflection from outside, right? The daylight going onto the display gets reflected. You can reduce that, but of course it also works in the other way around. So the backlight coming out of the display also has less reflection. By that, you increase the brightness of the display. And that, of course, increases the efficiency. Yeah.
How has been the development? How long have you been in the faytech?
I think 7 years, 8 years.
And what happened those 7-8 years? There's been a lot of progress.
Yes, for sure. I mean, for sure, we started like there was no optical bonding at all at that time when I joined. So we started
just some kind of resistive thing. No, it was capacitive.
No, it's also capacitive, but with the air gap between, right? Display and touch. So yeah, we started with small sizes, many different processes because it really depends on the product you want to bond. Do you have a display module or open, so-called open cell or OLED or bend or whatever? So there's quite some progress. So we started with the small sizes and went up to larger sizes, up to 100-inch, and then now also the curve bonding. So we are still developing. The curve bonding is now available since like half a year probably. So yes.
Nice. That curve bonding looks cool. I think he's talking about it right now, right there. Huh?
Yeah. Yes.
Can you
Indeed.
explain what he says? Talk about. You speak about it. Okay. Stand here and talk. You can describe it.
So I'll explain. Yes, he's explaining something about the curve, but in fact I don't understand what he says. So yes, it's a pre-shaped glass which we have there, optically bonded to the touch sensor, and then to the open cell display. That means the glass itself is bent, but the open cell, the actual display is straight. So what we have to do is we have to bend the display for the bonding process, that we have one combined bent layer. That's what we do there, and it's in that case mainly used for gambling.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
I think he moved on to the strip type.
Alright.
This is the
Yes, strip type. So that's kind of special because these displays you usually can't just buy like that because they don't get produced in that shape. So in this case, it's a cut display. That means the display is produced in a different shape and then it's cut into the size we need.
yeah. So in this case, stepping staying mindful. I've been with them since the start, I think. Introducing our e-ink. I don't know, do you have anything to say about the e-ink?
E-ink, yeah, I guess e-ink is well known, right? So mainly for like low energy products.
Right now we have the black and white.
Yes. Black and white. Yes, exactly. That's the next step. So black and white exists for a while now, and it also always depends on what's on the market, because we do not produce the display itself, right? We buy the displays. So and there are more and more e-ink, colored e-ink displays going onto the market.
It does the touch, the e-ink?
So that's independent from the display, right? It depends on whether we put a touch there. So of course we can do it with touch, yes.
All right, cool. And when you do optical bonded with the e-ink, it's much, what's it called, more visible?
Clear, yeah. It's the same as a standard display. Of course, you reduce those reflections. Yeah.
I saw this huge machine. It's in Huizhou, right?
Optical bonding machine, yes. So, like I said, so we started with a rather manual process. That was just an XY table, and now we have a complete automated machine for the large format optical bonding, yes.
100% robot.
Not exactly. So the loading process still is manual. Of course, it can be a robot, so easy to replace. But for us, it was just not reasonable from, in terms of cost versus performance. Yeah.
Is there many fascinating new products to work on? New projects?
Sure, of course. That's like what everybody likes, huh? Working on old stuff is boring.
Secret projects. What is the next gen? Like
Secret?
we just saw there the launch of the. Can we talk about this OLED?
The transparent one?
Yeah.
Sure, I can talk about it.
Yeah.
那我们整一圈走下来，大致可以看到我们整个非凡弹的一个产品系列，从全体到整机产品，我们大致是这些介绍的是我们一样的显示器，不一样的非凡弹，我们非凡弹可以透过
So what do we see here?
So yeah, that's a transparent OLED kiosk. So unfortunately, we don't have everything assembled yet. So actually, here is supposed to be a printer and a payment terminal, scanner. So this will be a vending machine.
Nice. And this could be there, or it could be in the front. It doesn't have to be in the middle of the box.
No, it does not have to be. Of course not. So this is actually the first prototype. We will still develop that product. Probably there's some chance to also get rid of the black mask printing. That's actually not necessary, it's just our design. So maybe there will be a next version where we don't have that. Maybe shrink that frame. Currently it's just there to make sure it's stable. But in fact it would be stable enough probably without that frame. So there's still
There's
some
optically bonding stuff happening here?
Yes. So we have a touch panel also on one side. On that side we have a touch panel. And the touch panel is optically bonded to the OLED. On the other side, there's another glass plate just to stabilize it.
All right. It looks cool, no?
Of course, such a design you can only do with optical bonding, right? Because otherwise, it wouldn't really look like that.
And people are going to be quite excited to see a transparent OLED when they order the burgers.
I mean, it's just
it's cool, right?
new, right? It's like innovative. I don't know, yeah.
All right. And you want to talk about some of the? Let's go right here. If you don't mind. So how do you make this happen?
Yeah. So I said a little bit about it when I was there. The bend bonding process is not something everybody can do. That's kind of special. Also there are a lot of fully automated machines, especially for larger sizes. But these machines are not able to do that, right? So that's a special process where you need to apply to really
What are they signing? Do you want to explain on the mic?
You need that.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Thanks, Raphael. You're welcome.
My name is Harry Kim. I'm representing faytech Korea. So I came from Korea.
So what happened in faytech Korea?
faytech Korea, we established our company in 2.5 years before. For that, so we had made a great success for designing the optical bonded outdoor signage for the 55 inches. And finally, we could export the 10,000 units of 55 inches outdoor signage to United States for the electric car charging station. That was a great success, and that's the biggest order in the world for the optical bonded outdoor signage. So based on that, so faytech finally could design the Volkswagen 43 inches outdoor signage so far.
Is
so
it that one over there?
Yeah, I think so.
Can we have a look?
I think no, I think there's no.
It's not this or
No,
this
no.
one?
There's no.
Not this. Okay.
Yeah, there's not.
All right. So does that mean the team in Korea engineered it?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So we have actually 3 engineers. So one is our VP and CTO. He has a 35 years business experience, and as well for the display engineer. He was a CTO of a huge company in Korea. Actually, he worked in LG Display for 15 years. And also we have another FA director. He works for 25 years in display area. So we are proud of having a really excellent and very well experienced engineers in Korea team.
And also, it depends. Sometimes the panel could be Korean panel.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we don't know if this one is or not, but it could be LG, it could be Samsung.
Yeah.
It's potentially. Does faytech work with Korean display
well,
supplier for many years?
But you know, so of course, Samsung and LG are the mostly the global companies as well as the display leaders. However, in the LCD point of view, Samsung has changed their strategy. They sold out all the LCD related industry to the CSOT in Chinese company. And also LG Display, they are continuing the business with LCD business, and especially they are focused on the very high-end value, such as outdoor displays as well for the in-cell touches so far. But still, Korean companies have the global leadership in the display area so far.
LG, they even have factories in China. Right?
Absolutely.
To make the LCD.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. All right. So is it a fascinating business? faytech Korea, there's so many potential with do you have customers, they come in and they say, hey, can we do a new project?
Sure.
And then you talk with them?
Sure, absolutely. We have lots of projects. And also we are developing the very unique design of the optical bonded IPD. So I was involved for developing the IPDs industry. So that was another great success in my ex-company. So finally I delivered more than 10,000 units of the 86 inches IPD. So we are developing optical bonded 86, 75 inches IPD for the Korean market as well as for the global market. So I'm leading that project of designing.
Which kind of market is using 86 inch?
86 inch, mostly they are in 30s for the education, schools. And by the way, beyond that, I'm looking for the enterprise market because the enterprise market is coming and definitely the market will be booming up very soon. So I strongly believe that we are developing.
Is it this one?
Yeah.
86 inch.
Yeah, exactly.
And nice faytech logo right here. Good touch solution.
Well, not only for good touch solution, but also there are lots of factors we have to prepare. First one should be a very high speed of touch, and secondly, we have to do the very good quality of the displays, and also the third one could be the UI UX designing. So how we can reduce the touches and how we can do the optimizing of the UI UX so far.
Is it engineered in Korea?
Yes, we do.
So there's expertise in how to make this.
You know, I'm the engineer so far for the touch display as well.
You have the engineers?
Me, myself is the engineer for developing the touch UI UX. My majority in graduate school is a software engineering, so I'm very familiar with the Android, and also I'm very familiar for developing the logic trees and UI UX and touches so far.
And how does it work with, let's say, a new project, education or enterprise?
We are targeting both of the markets. The first one for of course, our biggest market is B2G for the school users. However, beyond that, so we are targeting for the enterprise market, such as Samsung and LG is developing. And Samsung actually launched for in the name of Flipboard 3 years before, and they have been selling very well. So next year they had set a very huge demand of the production of flipboard, at least 250,000 units in the world. So we are targeting and we are designing the similar design for the enterprise market in Korea, but as well as for the global market.
And how do the customers connect if they need to work together with the Chinese team, the Korean team, or, you know, it's a sharing, right? How the engineering happens, sometimes need to happen next to the factory.
Right. So I think at least 3 parties have to be involved. For the owner of the project development could be our team, and secondly the manufacturing team in China, such as faytech manufacturing, and also there could be some parts suppliers, such as IR sensors, such as some touch sheets and the other motherboard and the other mechanical parts so far. So based on the 3 parties combination and cooperation, we can make it the products will be happening.
Cool. All right. Thanks a lot.
Cool.
All right. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Kenji Meguro from faytech Japan.
And so what happens in faytech Japan?
faytech Japan has been established in 2018. Since then, there was really no solid organization. I joined faytech last April, and I have myself and another Mr. To as an engineer. 2 of us reorganizing, re-strengthening the organization in Japan.
Is faytech doing a lot of business in Japan?
Oh yes, eventually we are growing more than 150% this year, and the next year we will be growing much further.
So if I go to Akihabara, I will see faytech? Where is it going to be?
Well, that will be main business we are focusing on is more of you can go to the gas station. At the gas station pump, there will be our monitor promoting the gas station products. Or you can go to, we have an emergency room, which is like a fire station. At the emergency event, there is our product, we call a touch table. faytech touch table is you can just do the mapping and everything to countermeasure all the troubleshooting.
Is it here,
events.
the products?
Not here in Japan.
Here. In Japan, the special Japan market
Right,
product?
exactly.
All right. Is there much potential? So Japan is a huge market.
Yes, definitely. Huge market, yet we have many competitors already existing in the market. But we don't grow when things are easy. We grow when we face challenges. So let's see.
Challenges can bring new opportunities also.
Definitely. And our strengths being toughness, durability, and also brightness of the products brings in sort of open door for the industry field.
And good price.
Definitely good price and good quality.
Quality price, the best ratio, the best
Definitely, yes.
in the market.
Quality is the life of the company, and price is definitely the way to strengthen the company for the competition.
So how big is the market?
Our market is definitely growing in Japan. In global, probably annual growth in the especially digital signage area is 15%, 20%. But Japan being a little bit behind from the global movement, I think growth would be far more than the global standards.
Sometimes Japan has the cutting edge technology. You go to a restaurant, you click, boom, shakalaka, you order. That was years before, right? Years ago, Japan was doing this.
Yes. I don't know, you may like a sushi?
For example, you go, you click what you want.
If you go to
you
sushi
pay.
place, yes,
Yeah.
those turning table,
Yeah.
you click on touch monitors, order what you want, and things will come around.
All right. Cool. Okay.
Thank
Thanks a
you.
lot. Thanks. Okay.
Hi, my name is Sachin and I'm the General Manager of India. I take care of the production and all the day-to-day activities in India.
So how big is the faytech India?
faytech India is, we are a team of 8 people right now and growing. And
all engineers or some sales or
So
marketing?
we have 5 engineers and 2 people in sales and marketing, and 1 is accounting. Yeah.
And do you also do engineering?
I'm not an engineer, but I'm a commerce graduate. But the thing is, I have learned, engineering in my day-to-day activities. So on the job experience that I have. Yeah.
faytech has been selling thousands and thousands of products in India. Maybe not millions, right? But
Yeah, we have a
years?
good In McDonald's and KFC alone, we have sold more than 3,000 units of touch monitors. They are the biggest customers, and we have other small customers in large numbers. Yeah.
that's pretty cool, no? Every KFC, McDonald's, all
Right,
these big screens
yeah.
is always faytech.
Right from north to south, east to west, all KFC and McDonald's have faytech screens.
So it's make people healthy to get the food. I'm joking, but it's great because you order the burger much faster. You need to
Yeah.
queue and like you just click and it's come. It's like a
The
dream.
customer has a better experience. It's easy to order and easy to pay, so they don't have to stand in long queues, and it gives them a pretty good advantage. And overall, the experience is good, so they like the self-ordering kiosk experience. Yeah.
What I'm thinking is if there's queue at these kiosks, you can just tell them buy more screens.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just buy more.
I mean,
buy more faytech and people don't need to queue to get the burger.
to give you an example, like one of the busiest malls in Delhi itself, a very small store has 5 screens. They don't have more space to put more screens, so that's the kind of traction they have.
It's kind of mind-blowing. It's one of the best uses of technology. I'm joking, but it's so cool. Like people just go, you click, I want the fries, I want the burger, put my card. That's it?
That's it.
Does it work with the cash, coins and stuff?
So you have card payment, you have UPI. So India has a very different kind of payment system. It's called Unified Payment System. So the payment is directly debited from your bank account. So you just scan using your phone and payment goes through.
Boom, shakalaka.
Chakalaka, yeah.
Okay, that's
so,
cool.
Fries.
so less than a minute, your order is placed, and
I remember doing a video maybe, I don't know if it was 10 years ago, but a while ago with Arne, he was talking about buses. I think there was screens inside buses in India.
yeah. So we are also there in smart city projects. So I think 7 to 8 cities in India where faytech's IP65 devices are there. So the bus driver can select the routes and make announcements, give out their PR and whatever they have to do during the bus journey. And it's one of the most successful projects that faytech has in India.
So it's big quantities.
Very big quantities, more than 3,000 buses in India. Yeah.
Wow. India is a big country.
India is a very huge country.
It's the most people in the world. It's the biggest population
Yeah,
now.
it has overtaken China recently.
Yeah.
So it's also the most populous country, and India
That
is
also
growing.
means it's the most important country.
Of course, and India is soon going to become the 3rd largest economy in the world. So we see that India has been growing for the last 10 years. It's been growing 8% a year. So we see immense potential in India. And with the kind of technology that faytech has, faytech India will be one of the biggest growth drivers for faytech
Do you have
globe.
Indian customers who come and say, I want this kind of new concept, this kind of new project, and you say, okay, let's talk. Is that how it works?
That's how it works, yeah. So they have a concept, and we also have innovative products that we pitch to them. So they are very fascinated with the OLED displays and the kind of innovations that we can bring to their stores and their machinery and everything. So overall there is a lot of demand, and also faytech has reliable products. So that's at the end of it, every manufacturer wants reliable products. So faytech delivers them with the quality and reliability. So that's the USP of faytech. Yeah.
That's cool. All right, there's so much potential, right?
Immense potential. Yeah.
So much potential to do new projects and to do the best touchscreen technologies. Like from big to small, affordable solutions also?
Affordable solutions, also like we kind of cater to the requirements of the market, right? So we are not only innovators that have something that is unique, but also we have something that the market wants, and we are able to fulfill the customer's requirement in a very big way. So that's the main thing. Yeah.
And how about those engineers? What kind of things they do in India?
So they mainly assemble the products and also give support to the customers. And we also have temporary engineers. So we give on-site support to anybody and everybody across India. It can be the smallest of the village, biggest of the towns, and our engineers go there and give them support, whatever is required.
Wow! You just take the airplane, the train, whatever.
No, we have local people who give them support.
All over India.
All of India.
Wow! From the south to the north and everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah.
All right. Cool. Okay. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you.
Cool.
My name is Mark. I'm the R&D Director of faytech. Currently, I'm leading a team of about 30 people. Our team is growing. Next year, we are defining new roles for the next year, which is project engineering, which project engineers will follow up on customer demands. And so it's, I feel excited about the new role in our team, number one. And secondly, in faytech, we do a big variety of products. That is also an exciting part of the job. We are using a wide variety of technologies in the world, and we are also developing the most advanced AI products for our customers. To summarize, to lead an energetic and ever-growing team and working on great products, it's really exciting. I like the job.
How about the 30 engineers, right? 30 R&D.
We are a little bit short of 30 at this moment. We will be reaching 30 maybe next year. Yeah.
And how do you decide what to research? You working on the cutting edge, the future product, or you working on the current product to help the customer make it work, or both?
So most of the time, we work on projects meeting our customer requirements. However, in faytech, we also define our standard product lines. That means we need to think about the strategy of our own standard products, and also in 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, what are our technical capability, or what is our technical roadmap should be. We need to think about that. But we are a medium-sized company. We are very flexible, and we are.
Let's walk over there. Let's go right over here. Let's go. So let's talk about some of these products, for example. What's happening here?
This is the highlights. I would say one of the highlights of 2023. This is our transparent OLED products we roll out in this year.
All right. Can be touch?
Yes, this is a touch screen display.
Nice. And there's a bigger one.
Yeah.
How big is this one?
Yes, this is a 55-inch one.
55.
Yeah, this
Nice.
is 55-inch one.
So let's talk a little bit more about the R&D. For example, do you work together with this company to make this screen?
To be honest, this product was developed before I joined this company.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was like a looking glass.
yeah.
This is the biggest looking glass.
Yes, this product was developed before I joined this company, but I really like the holographic technology because that is really the frontier of the display technology.
It's amazing.
Yeah, in future, we will realize the scenario of that what happened in Star Wars. Holographic communication.
You can speak with the actor directly and say, hey, Bond, what's up? And he will speak back to you.
Sure, that is the future.
And you arrive and he will be like, so, what would you like, some fries with your burger? You know?
Yeah, sure.
Could be.
Yeah.
That's like the next generation.
Yeah, that is the frontier of the display technology, I would say.
So how long time have you been with the faytech?
I joined faytech in March this year, so I have been worked here for 9 months up to today. So,
What is the biggest challenge in your work?
the biggest challenge for me is that I would say the first is that we are a very fast-pacing company, and we're developing a wider variety of products. I need to get up to speed with every product category we have. That is the challenge I faced in probably the first 3 months. Then after that, it is about how I grow the team, how I find the best talent that fits our needs, how we have a fully functional team with the right talents in place. That is the second biggest challenge after the 3 months.
How do you find the talents?
Of course, I find the talents. One is cooperating with our HR department colleagues. Secondly, I find the talents with my social relationship, with my work relationship, my past careers. And we do have some success, good success. We have some good talents recruit.
What was your past careers?
My past career was I have been working for 30 years. My whole career is about the hardware development.
Hardware is the best.
Yeah.
Software is cool also, but hardware is cool.
I'm a very down-to-earth man. I like real things.
Touch.
Yeah.
Real things.
I like real things. And the hardware is the foundation of the software. No matter how good you write the software, without the hardware, you cannot make it work.
And Shenzhen, Huizhou, is the center of the world for the hardware.
I would say that is partially true. Shenzhen really is supplying a huge variety of the hardware available in this world. But innovation-wise, I think US is still innovating on the core technology, like semiconductors, artificial intelligence, frontiers. So
But that's in Taiwan, no?
Taiwan also. We are still catching up. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Haber from Huizhou faytech. I'm in charge of the factory from the touch panel and the optic bonding. Let's introduce our products.
So how's it going with the big machine for optical bonding?
Actually, we developing the first in China for the big size optic bonding by manually. Later, we are doing the auto or the bonding machine by ourselves.
Automatic.
Automatic, yes. You can. I think you can see the machine when we visit the factory. So here is interesting. We are first one to try to do the cube bonding. The full bonding, it's at least we know in the area we are first one to do these products. It's totally solved the shadow and the reflection make the display have a big problem with when the outside the lights strongly on the outside. So we can see later in the finished products. They are really good for the display. Even so far away, you can see the result.
So that's thanks to the optical bonding.
Yes. We are first one.
First one
Yeah.
in the world.
Yes. I think, and from my knowledge, nobody doing such things before, since they are really easier broken the OC. We use our solution to make the TFT bend. It's a nature.
And you need to have very good quality assurance so
Yeah.
it doesn't break.
No.
So it stays stable.
Yes. So before, when people doing the cube products, they use air bonding, just the very slim double set tap glue to make. So the strength is very strong to make the TFT is broken. But think about this: we use a surface glue to make all the surface to bond it to the cup glass. That means no too much pressure to each point. That means we are safety for the display.
And how do you make it automatic?
That's
a big machine.
Yeah, that's not the only big machine. We care every step. We developing every step to use the machine to replacement the manual process. That's how to say it's a know-how. That's our secret. Sorry to say so, but it's really we developing the good process. We know how to make it manually. Then slowly we use each machine to replacement the manual process.
When it's automatic, you can make high quantity, low cost.
Sure. Whatever in factory or production, the work cost in the world it's most higher. So when you use the machine, you can make the every piece is the same quality, then easy control and easy setup. Just the setup of the machine, then not make the people, to make the bad quality.
And you use the best glue technology?
Sure, our glue, I think can show you the sample. We are really good for the temperature operation temperature range. For this one, we are solved before the customer use this for airplane. It's request a very low, like the manual 55 degree, but the problem is the display should be bonded to the not glass, is the PC to the glass and the film to the glass, then to the LCM. For the film, use the OCA because the OCA cannot survive for such low temperature, but our silicon can survive from minus 55 to 120 degree. So, how to bond the film with a liquid glue? It's really challenge. So we use our know-how to bond this and survive in the low temperature and support our customer in the airplane.
And how is it going in the Huizhou factory?
We are separate from Shenzhen faytech, just keep the developing in Shenzhen and we move to Huizhou. We want to have a big improvement and make the big area for our output is increase up. So we are easier get the space to set up our optical bonding line. That means machine events, we can make much more efficiency.
All right. So that was an amazing show here.
Sure, from my side, it's a big challenge, but from the result, we are proud of this result with a government support and our teamwork. We are successful for this party.
So my name is Francine Hadjisotiriou. I work for the European Chamber of Commerce in China, South China chapter, and we are very pleased to have faytech as one of our key members at the European Chamber.
So what happens at the European Chamber?
So our role is to bridge the foreign invested enterprise, the European companies, with the Chinese government in order to address the issues, to find solutions, to have the support from the government. So this bridge is essential to be successful in China.
So you know how to speak with the Chinese government?
We do that on a regular basis. Indeed, we have contacts at Guangdong level, at municipal level as well, provincial and municipal level, and also our colleagues with the minister level, our colleagues in Beijing. We have 9 offices all over China, and we have 2 of them are in the Guangdong province, but we cover 4 provinces in the South China.
So what's the more specific things people need?
Currently, what people want to have is to understand the business trends, but also have clarification on regulations, the supports they can have from the government whenever there is a solution. Of course, all regulation related to tax issues, subsidies if there are any, but also understand the overall business environment where they are working.
Because the Chinese governments have been very, efficient in promoting and subsidizing new projects, right? And just making huge projects happen, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I mean, usually the Chinese government have a very clear plan on what they want to develop, the industry that they want to have in their city, in their province, and what is very good in China is when they want to do something, it happens. And this is where the European companies have an added value in China because they are innovative, because they have good practice in terms of human resources, they employ people, they develop them, they pay tax. So all of these things are win-win between the European companies and China. Win-win because it helps China as well as it provides an opportunity to do business for the European companies.
So here we had the faytech event, for example. There's a lot of success stories, right?
Indeed.
Some amazing partnerships between European companies, Chinese companies to bring new innovation to the world. It's not just accessing the Chinese market or selling stuff in Europe, it's everything.
Yes. So the companies doing business here are successful when they are fully using the ecosystem that China and South China provides. So faytech is a very good example of very innovative companies, and it's really a pleasure to see a medium-sized company growing so well. It's not easy, but it's happening, it's possible. So really congratulations to faytech for having achieved what they have done in such a short time.
Because I've done many interviews with Arne and over the decade, and it sounds like hard work. This is hard work to bring your company forward and everything.
Yeah.
But that's why people need collaborators, staff, hiring,
yes,
finding talents,
yes,
bringing maybe visa-free a bunch of Europeans to come live here, and or maybe at least to. Now there's a 15 days, right, for France and Germany. That's amazing.
For 5 European countries and also Malaysia. So really good for business people, for people coming on a short visit as well. So for tourism, it will help, but definitely for business people because in 2 weeks you can do a lot. So that's
no need visa at all. Just come.
Exactly, and before with the visa, it was complicated. To get the visa, get the flight, being not sure to obtain the visa, or when to have it. So now, you just need your business meeting and you can come. So now it's simpler. So a very good move from the Chinese government on this.
I love it. But could you make the phone call to your contact and ask to bring all Europe and Schengen?
I would love to, and I think that this is a good sign, and it brings people together. This is really good, and certainly, and because the government has also announced that as a 1-year period for sure, and they will learn from that and certainly develop to other countries, hopefully.
And it should be reciprocated in Europe. The Chinese should be able to get there also. Yeah. But then it needs to be all of Schengen.
Exactly.
Right? So if they can invite all Schengen, then they can go to all Schengen.
That's one way to do. And this is up to the European companies in the Schengen area that will discuss this.
I'm sure this is such a great success that it will continue. It will stay forever, permanent.
Hopefully, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no reason why not to continue it. It can only bring good businesses to China, a faster decision. What was lacking in the past year due to COVID and the restriction linked to COVID is that the people could not come, could not see, could not witness the speed of China. So now with the business trips resuming, we can finally have important strategic decisions being made and for the people to come and realize what China is nowadays.
And this is a very difficult question, but is Shenzhen the opportunity to find new ideas when there's a global crisis? Also, maybe when there's a crisis, you need to find some new markets, right?
When there are issues or difficulties, people have to find solution, and it's certainly the time when companies and people have to adapt. Find different ways of working, and it's where what we have seen in the past years and all the time in Shenzhen, when people have find solutions to be able to continue to do business. And this is also what is happening here, where people are able to adapt and take decisions in a fast speed, and this is really what we see, which is specific to China, is really the speed of decisions, the support of government that makes things happen, and the capability of people to adapt. So with this recipe, success is possible.
Do they have very efficient government?
The government is willing to support. What happens sometimes is that there are several bureaus that need to coordinate, and these takes a bit of time. So we have seen in certain situations where it was not as fast as we thought. However, coordination is needed. What matters is not to just think that decision and from the government can be done very easily, is to be able to talk to the right government at the right time and to be able to understand the overall situation. So having the connection and being informed really makes a huge difference when you want to have a decision being made and support being given.
The whole world is jealous of Shenzhen, no? Mm-hmm. Because Shenzhen is just an amazing place. Mm-hmm. And I'm guessing it's like amazing that so much can happen so quickly over the last decades. Yeah. The growth, the potential, and how to get things done so fast. Mm-hmm. It's like amazing, right?
It is amazing. What is specific to Shenzhen is also that the government created this city as a pilot. And this is also a concept which is done in China, to have a pilot or even a part of the city which is run as a pilot, and from that you learn. From that you analyze and you make it better, and you improve. So this is really what has been done in Shenzhen since its not establishment, because it was existing before as a village, as you know, but since the opening of China. And these create a really specific ecosystem that allow things to happen and to work. It's efficient.
Cool, awesome. All right, thanks a lot.
Yeah, I'm Martin Klose, the Executive Director here of the German Chamber in the southwest of China.
Would you say faytech is the best combination of German quality with the Chinese manufacturing?
Absolutely, they combine with their teams of Chinese and German entrepreneurs and product developers to really bring the German quality and the Chinese speed together.
And it's like an amazing story, you know?
It is, absolutely. I mean, they started up in 2001, if I'm not wrong, and now only 22 years later, they are international company operating all over the world, having R&D here in China, in Germany, in many other places. So for sure, it's a success story.
And this is a huge opportunity for German companies to do more collaboration with the Chinese manufacturing, right?
This is a huge opportunity for sure. You have to engage here with the Chinese entrepreneurs, with the Chinese companies to really understand and also utilize the speed of innovation that Chinese companies bring to the table.
Shenzhen is an amazing city.
Shenzhen is a fantastic city, yes. You find, you're in the heart of the GBA, you have all the big tech companies located here, you have connectivity, you have Hong Kong just over the bay, and you have all the other fantastic cities here in the Greater Bay Area. You have talents, you have venture capital, everything that you need to be successful.
And all the German car companies, they all have a Chinese, what's called activity, right? Volkswagen and all the BMW, Daimler,
Sure.
everybody's doing a lot of stuff in China, right?
Sure, there is a lot of things happening right now if it comes to R&D also on the electrical vehicles, for example. This is something where there is a lot of investment, a lot of activity also from the German side.
Would you say there needs to be more and more collaboration between Germany
can only be helpful,
and China?
for sure, yes.
So the potential is huge, and when sometimes it's an economic crisis a little bit, maybe the opportunity is a tighter collaboration, working more together.
Yeah, you see it all, I would say, right? Some are working closer together, some are also looking at de-risking their operations. So some are getting closer here, some are looking into other opportunities. It's a broad spectrum, and you basically have to analyze your own risk, your own portfolio to understand and decide what you want to do.
So how does it work with the German Chamber of Commerce? What is a relationship with the companies and stuff like that?
Well, we are a membership organization here in China. We are a platform for our members to connect with each other, with Chinese companies, to understand the market, to network, to make them better.
All right, and is there other success stories also? You can, like faytech is one of the coolest ones, right? But there's a bunch of other projects?
There are a bunch of other success stories here, for sure. Especially down here in the south, it's an area of China where traditionally a lot of foreign investment also happens. So you have a lot of entrepreneurs and a lot of success stories.
Is it hundreds of companies?
Sure, yes.
Thousands?
You can say, if you look at membership, overall in China, the German Chamber has 2,100 members. Altogether, the figure, what we say in all over China, is around 5,000 to 6,000 German companies who are active here.
That's huge.
Yes, it's a huge
and it's
market.
Great for Germany.
Pardon?
It's great for Germany, all this.
Sure, yes.
Yeah.
It's great. It's a great destination. It's one of the. It's still the biggest trading partner of Germany for consecutive 7 years. So we have a lot of things in common, and looking to find ways how we will cooperate with each other in the future.
And when there is a little bit of a crisis sometimes? Do people call you and say, hey, we need to push something forward, promote some new collaboration, something like that?
Well, if there is a crisis, I think the first thing what we would also recommend, what we are called out, is how can we analyze our risk, right? So this is something where we all have to do our homeworks, and where we, as a German chamber, try to support our members also as good as possible. No? Analyze your own portfolio, look at what you want to do. You want to go more into China, you want to sort of de-risk yourself. This is very much depending on your business model, on your products.
So actually, a crisis brings new opportunities.
Of course, yeah. Crisis always brings also opportunities. Yeah.
All right, cool. Thanks a lot.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah, hi. I'm Henk of Troublemaker, the most notorious makerspace in Shenzhen, where we help people with introductions to companies like faytech. To secure a good ending of their tech project.
So you just make ideas reality. You help people to get there.
Right. I think we help people make their ideas reality. It's not like I'm doing the work. I usually brainstorm with them, give them 3 or 4 great ideas over a cup of coffee, and then hand them over to the people who are really capable, like the designers or the engineers or the manufacturers.
Is it like a makerspace?
Well, the makerspace is the physical part of it, but the community is where the value is. Like the makerspace is just a room with tools, machines, and benches. But of course, the events and the network, the introductions is where people can get the bang for their buck.
Shenzhen is amazing, no?
Yes.
Shenzhen is like the best city in the world?
Yeah, I think with this we are on the same line.
And have you done a bunch of things in Shenzhen?
Well, I came to Shenzhen, I mean, I started living in Shenzhen in 2011, so that's over 12 years ago now, and started Troublemaker in 2016. We have received over 16,000 people in 3.5 years' time.
16,000?
Yeah, so, and
Whoa.
COVID kind of made a hiccup, and
Nice.
we're about to get back on track with that.
Nice. COVID should be, people should just work even more, stay at home, like, just work like crazy. It was a difficult time.
It was difficult, yeah.
Yeah. Where were you during COVID? Did you stay in China?
Yeah.
So you experienced the whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay, but we cannot talk about this because my video will get banned from YouTube if we talk about this this funny thing.
You can cut it off.
Yeah, no problem. So, 16,000 people with ideas. Is it foreigners? Is
No,
it Chinese people?
not all of them have ideas, but like we're in Huazhong Bay and in a prime location, so we have people dropping in all the time, and also, of course, our landlord comes in with delegations and introduces us. So I count them in the 16,000. But we have a lot of people coming in with ideas who are looking for a little bit guidance and help.
So, what kind of equipment do you have in the makerspace?
A lot for electronic engineering, so basically everything an electronic engineer dreams of. And then stuff for mechanical engineering like drills and grinders and saws, and some are machines, some are hand tools, laser cutters, of course simple 3D printers. Yeah.
Silicon Valley is cool, right? But it's just iPhone apps, I think. I'm joking. But the real stuff, the real interesting stuff is hardware.
Absolutely.
And this is what's happened here.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Shenzhen is the hardware startup capital of the world. Like every few seconds a new company is registered in Shenzhen. And what I hope to see is that we're more transitioned to a more environmental friendly product development period, where products are developed to add value to people's lives and where they are made of materials which can be reused. So I mean, that's where I'm trying to focus on when I talk with people, but in the end, of course, it's up to them.
Nice. Yeah, I think there's so many problems in the world, but all the problems can be solved by technology, right? Nearly, more or less. You can imagine any problem there is, maybe there's a technological kind of like fix, you know, some kind of gadget that just makes peace in all these countries.
I think for me that takes it just a tiny little bit too far. I think a lot can be solved with technology, but like one of our members has the IP on a totally new carbon capture technology. So I mean that comes pretty close. On the other side, just wanting a little bit less could also help.
Yeah, getting good stuff, good technology, so you don't need to buy a new one every year.
Yeah.
Something useful.
That's an old Russian saying, by the way. When I was there, they said like, we don't have enough money to buy to buy cheap shit.
Yeah, exactly. You buy something good, quality. Just not Apple. I'm just joking. Okay, just joking. This stuff is cool.
Absolutely.
All right. I love the potential of Shenzhen. So, are you saying that anybody in the whole world watching this video, doesn't matter what country they're from, they should try to come to Shenzhen? They should contact you, and they should start getting projects happening.
Yeah, I mean that's what we've been doing all the time. We're like the most accessible and inclusive organization. We're also not a trading company, so we don't hide our resources from our member. We also don't take commission from the people who we introduce them to. We solely based on memberships.
You don't take what's called a cut on all the products.
Yeah, because if you come here to develop a product, and if you have a product where you need to create a margin to be competitive, and we would take commission or sit in between or try to hide you from the real manufacturer, that's not in your benefit, and that's not what like an organization like us should do. So like I can't say that other members in our organization don't do that, but we as a platform, we don't take commission and we don't hide resources.
It just sounds amazing. It sounds like it's the place to go.
Yeah.
Troublemaker.
Troublemaker.
Right? You're gonna make trouble to the big tech.
Absolutely.
Like the Googles and the Apples, they're shaking in their boots because the next little project could disrupt the whole industry.
I think they will not be shaking. I think they will buy you when you do something.
Oh yeah, you get $1 billion,
Yeah.
or maybe 20 billion.
Yeah.
Depends how good it is.
Yeah.
What kind of faytech hardware have you been playing with at the Troublemaker?
That's what I want to talk with Arne about today, because we are relocating. So Arne is a member of Troublemaker, and maybe he's interested to play some of his stuff with us for our members to play with.
Nice. And maybe they can get connected. For example, you send them over to the faytech R&D place, and then there's a tighter connection, and boom, the product comes out.
It really depends on what they're working on. And that's why there's always an intake meeting, either by me or by one of my colleagues, to make sure that we understand really what they need, and then we hand them over to the right people. And if that's faytech, because they need a certain quality of screen, then that's it.
How does it work, the membership?
It's very simple. We have 3 types of memberships. So one is for people who want to develop a product. They're usually not in China, not Chinese people. And then we have a membership for agencies, so like designers or engineers who are looking for clients. And we have a membership for manufacturers. So they have the real estate and the machines. So it a little bit depends on who you are, and we have a membership for you.
Nice.
And that can be a remote membership. So if you're not in China and you're not planning to come to China for a while, you can be a remote member. And otherwise you can be in person in our makerspace.
Nice. Do you speak the same language?
I'm also from the Netherlands.
Okay.
Dus wij kunnen gewoon Nederlands praten.
Ja, absoluut.
Alright. Is there something about Dutch that are very good with technology, or what?
I think the educational system in Holland makes people creative. So from very young age we are playing with stuff, we call it manual labor lessons. So we get a good, well-developed imagination from very early on, and I think that helps.
Nice. Cool. All right. So thanks a lot. So see you later, maybe in the Troublemaker.
Absolutely. Okay. Very welcome.